Selling Techniques and Sales Plan 101. Principles of an effective sales process. You must establish a connection, gain trust, and build rapport. Connection is created by finding things that you have in common. Trust is gained by being real. And rapport is entering into someone else's world, understanding it, and accepting it. Principle number 2, leverage the power of upfront mutual agreements at every single step of the selling process. This means creating mutual agreements between you and the prospect about the expectations and potential outcomes of every single interaction. This may seem scary because most salespeople have a tendency to be vague and are hesitant to be upfront and direct. But the truth is, this is absolutely essential to relieving tension, establishing trust, and making your selling more efficient, stress-free, and profitable. Upfront mutual agreements are the backbone of a successful selling system. Principle number 3, you must uncover the prospect's pain. People always buy emotionally, and they make decisions rationally. In other words, you cannot do what average salespeople do and try to get your prospect interested. Pain is the most intense emotion, and because of this, it's also the most compelling buying motive. If you don't sell to a person's pain, you'll remain average and do things the hard way by playing the numbers game and playing the law of averages. Principle number 4, get the money out of the way. I've said it before and I'll say it again. If your prospect doesn't have access to the money required to do business with you, there's not going to be a sale. You need to figure out if they have the money, and also, alongside of discovering their pain, you have to quantify in dollars and cents what it's going to cost your prospect if they continue to neglect to solve their problem. Principle number 5, establish whether or not your prospect has the authority to make a buying decision. Are they someone that could only say no, but could never say yes? If so, you need to be talking with a decision maker. Otherwise, you're almost always going to be wasting your time. Also, you need to discover what decision-making process they use to make a buying decision. How do they decide whether or not to buy? These things need to be known clearly and unequivocally by you before you get in too deep. Principle number 6, once you've established that you're talking to somebody who's qualified to be your customer, now you present your solution. Don't ever do what amateur salespeople do, which is try to push the presentation too soon. It's a sure way to set yourself up for massive disappointment, emotional overinvestment, and frustration. Again, present only once you've figured out exactly what and how bad their pain is, and when you know they have the money and can make a buying decision. Remember, people only buy emotionally, so make sure that you only talk about and stress the pains that they've talked with you about and nothing else. Don't throw mud at the wall and hope it sticks, because you'll screw the whole thing up. In other words, stay away from the random features and benefits spiel. Principle number 7, just because you got the sale doesn't mean it ends there. You're likely going to have to deal with blowback from your competition. If you've taken a customer from your competitor, don't just assume they're going to sit on their hands and do nothing about it. They're likely going to come back and try to undercut you and throw the game book at the situation, trying to win back the business. Here's what you need to do. Here's how to play the game on offense so you don't find yourself playing defense. You need to tell your customer that your competitor is going to come back trying to win the business, and you need to get an upfront agreement that they're not going to back out. Does your new customer lack sufficient enthusiasm about moving forward with the sale? Now is the time to get them to back out so that you can resell them and keep them sold, instead of getting the voicemail tomorrow morning saying, cancel the deal. Lacking confidence sucks, and so does failing at sales. Years ago, I learned a handful of principles that, when applied, radically altered my results and my ability to influence people. I'm freely sharing what I've learned and applied with anybody that's serious about getting really good at selling. You're here right now, so you obviously want to get good. Click the link below to secure your free lifetime access to this ongoing comprehensive training. I'm doing this for a couple of reasons. 1, I know from experience that if I do something that contributes to the prosperity of another, I can't help but prosper in turn myself. So I'm not doing this because I'm some selfless saint. I know I'll get back what I put out there. Number 2, I care about the profession of selling. I think it's a crucial skill to have. In these economic times where people are struggling for a job, if someone endeavors to become exceptionally skilled at selling, they can write their own paycheck and they'll never have to fight for an income. If you get really good at this, and I believe that anybody can, you'll have people hunting you down non-stop. I guarantee that. So, click the link below and let's get you into the top 10% where all the opportunity and fun is. I'll see you there. Click the link. Do it now. What do I have to do? What do I have to do? What do I have to do, a dance? I am sick of wearing this. I want to get out of here, but I'm still sitting here because I know you're sitting here watching this for some reason. Click the link. Okay, that's it. I'm shutting it down right now.